the world news from DJI TV, Baba Magide Imo TV. I am Morire Rabina Lawal, host at the major headlines for the world news. President Buhari to address Nigerians on Sunday. History will be made if Tinubu becomes president, Tako Yakase. Tension in Jakande, Isolo as resident burn bikes after fatal accidents. Rivers APC delegate involved in auto crash, one dies. Tanker explosion kills driver, injures conductor, injures. And to foreign story, Oval attack survivor 11 covered herself in friend's blood. And finally, sport. Liverpool confirmed the departure of Origi, carries 5 others. The news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari will address the nation via a live broadcast at 7 a.m. on Sunday. Minister of Information Lai Mohammed disclosed this during a Thursday morning briefing at a radio house in Abuja, where he detailed activities to mark this year's celebration. He said the broadcast will be centered on the celebration of Democracy Day on June 12, 2022. The minister listed some of the activities lined up for the Democracy celebration, including a public lecture at the National Mosque on Friday and Jumat prayers on the same date and venue. According to him, this will be followed by the President's address and the church service at the National Christian Center at 3 p.m. on Sunday. An elder statesman, Alhaji Tanko Yakase, has hailed the emergence of Bola Tinubu as the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress. In a congratulatory message on Thursday, Yakase said history will be made if Tinubu emerges as the president of the country. The elder statesman said Tinubu's emergence as president would signify the total breakaway from military influence in Nigeria's polity. He said the election of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the APC presidential flag bearer is indeed an important political development in our country. This transition will lead us to a full-fledged democracy, a milestone of an acclaimed figure and political juggernaut of the APC national leader of the national leader of Nigeria. Paramount, and if elected as president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju's election victory will signify the complete and total breakaway from the military influence in our polity, which will bring about the return of the country to full-fledged democratic tradition and practice for the first time since the return of civilian rule in 1999. There is tension around the Jakande estate at Isolo, Isheri Road, and Everest in Lagos. One Thursday, a motorcycle Okada rider hit a passerby who died within some minutes. In a swift reaction, residents trooped out in anger and attacked the bikes plying the roof. The protesters set a number of them on fire. The operators are now avoiding the area for their safety. The police have assured that officers are on ground to ensure the safety of people and normalcy in activities. Police Public Relations Officer Benjamin O'Dane confirmed that the rider veered off the road and hit a pedestrian. Unfortunately, the pedestrian fell and died on the spot. People around decided to link the motorcycle rider. The spokesman said the prize and police arrived at the scene on time and rescued the accused from the lynching. One person is feared dead after a Toyota Sienna vehicle conveying members of the All Progressive Congress in River State from Abuja to Port Harcourt somersaulted. One of the occupants of the vehicle, Innocent Amadi, disclosed this while speaking to a popular radio station in Port Harcourt, monitored by correspondent. Amadi said the crash occurred about 8 a.m. on Thursday near the University of Abuja staff quarters. The survivor said the driver of the vehicle was speeding when he suddenly applied the brakes while another vehicle was in the front. He further disclosed that 5 of the 7 occupants of the car were injured and currently receiving treatment at the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital. Before the foreign story, an explosion caused by a fuel tanker has killed 1 person and destroyed properties at Polo Roundabout in the Jos Metropolis, Plateau State. Daily Post gathered that the explosion occurred in early hours of Thursday. It was also gathered that the deceased, Buba, is said to be the driver of the tanker and was on his way to Gombe State from Agara in Ogun State. The vehicle conductor, Wa'id, is said to be in a critical condition at Bingham Teaching Hospital, Jersey. Today, the accident happened. According to eyewitness, one Amos Dang, the petrol tanker fell and exploded into the premises of the University of Jos Teaching Hospital, which is opposite the pole roundabout, destroying some buildings. He added that the fire lasted for hours with unsuccessful attempts by residents to put it out. He added that it affected some shops around Gardabil, Motor Park. And to foreign story. A student who survived the Uvalde school shooting by covering herself in a classmate's blood has told the U.S. Congress of the moment our teacher was killed during the massacre. Our graphic testimony left some representatives in tears. He told her goodnight and shot her in the head, Maya Corello, 11 said. The Texas primary school shooting claimed the lives of 21 people, including 19-year-old children, and has renewed the U.S. debate over gun laws. Past efforts to advance national gun control regulations have often stalled. Mia's pre-recorded testimony before the congregational panel was part of a number of emotional appeals for Congress to act on gun violence. The 11-year-old recalled her experience, which for her began when a teacher told students to hide after seeing the gunman. Finally, sport news. Liverpool have confirmed the departure of 7 players, including striker Divock Origi, when their contract expired at the end of this month. Goalkeeper Loris Karius and former team players Sheyi Ojo and Ben Woodburn have been released along with 3 members of the club's academy. Origi spent 8 years at Merseyside and sealed the Reds' stunning second-leg comeback to sink Barcelona 4-3 on aggregate in the UEFA Champions League semi-final in 2019. Announcing the Belgians' departure, Liverpool wrote, Divock Origi will leave the club when his contract expires at the end of June. That was the news from DGI TV. But before we go, a quick recap of some major headlines. We brought to you President Buhari to address Nigerians on Sunday. History will be made if Tinubu becomes president, Tako Yakase. And in Lagos State, tension in Jakande, Isolo, as resident burn bikes after fatal accidents. And finally, sports. Liverpool confirmed the departure of Origi, carries 5 others. For more updates on YouTube, the handle is Baba Bagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell to have access to all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, both outdoor. The phone number streaming on your screen is a direct line to call for adverts. I am Mowiri Rabila Lawa. Good evening.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV.